Hello students. So in continuation with our earlier lecture about types of soil water. So in that lecture we have seen there are three types of soil water: gravitational, capillary and hygroscopic. Gravitational water, loosely held, thick film form, cohesion force is involved and unavailable to the plants. Both the pores are filled with water. Capillary water available to the plants. Micropores are filled with water. Macropores are filled with air. Force of adhesion is involved, little tightly held by the soil. And hygroscopic water, that is a third type of water which is also unavailable to the plants because this water is present in vapor form. And micropores and macropores both are filled with air, or we can say vapor, and therefore that water is not available to the plants. Hygroscopic water held with high pressure, high energy is 31 to 10,000 atmosphere. That is what we have seen in last lecture. Next is a soil moisture constants. Constant, fixed thing. Constant means fixed. So in the soil, when the water is present at a particular time, particular condition, that is called as constant. So how we define the term? Percent moisture in the soil at a standard condition, and that is called as a soil moisture constant. Percent moisture at a standard condition, that is a soil moisture constant, and it is a basis for all different calculations. It is a basis for all different calculations. And when we calculate the soil moisture, then what we do, we dry the soil in the oven. We dry the soil in oven at 105 degrees Celsius temperature. So we determine the percent moisture. We determine percent moisture by drying the soil at 105 degrees Celsius temperature in oven. And based on that, we calculate the soil moisture constants. So when we dry the soil in the oven, then we get percent moisture. So moisture, what is the percent moisture in the soil? Like 40% or 50%, 60%, 10%. Percent moisture we can get by drying the soil in oven at 105 degrees Celsius temperature. We will see in detail this procedure in practicals. Why we dry the soil in oven at 105 degrees Celsius, why the temperature is 105, those questions we will see in practical sessions. So which are the soil moisture constants? These are the soil moisture constants. First is a maximum water holding capacity, MWHC, maximum water holding capacity. Moisture equivalent, ME. Field capacity, FC. Permanent wilting point, WP. Available water, hygroscopic coefficient, air dry and oven dry. So these are the soil moisture constant. Now first is a maximum water holding capacity of the soil. Maximum water holding capacity. Now please remember, when we define these soil moisture constants, we always start with certain sentence. And that sentence is percent moisture expressed on oven dry basis. So here we also start with the same sentence, percent moisture expressed on oven dry basis, because I told you that we are drying the soil in oven. That is why we start with this statement, percent moisture expressed on oven dry basis when all the pores are completely filled with water. All the pores means micropores and macropores. all these types of pores are filled with water and soil becomes completely saturated. Soil becomes completely saturated. Completely means there is a water everywhere in the soil. That is called as maximum water holding capacity of the soil. MWHC, maximum water holding capacity of the soil. All the pores are completely filled with water. And that time when we are expressing percent moisture on Owen dry basis, this is called as MWHC. So this water is held at 0 atmospheric pressure. Pressure is 0. Water moves under gravity. Clay soils have more water holding capacity than the sandy soils. Of course, clay soils, they have more water holding capacity than the sandy soils, because clay soil the particle size is less, sandy soil the particle size is bigger, and therefore they can hold less moisture. Sandy soils can hold less moisture while clay soils can hold more moisture. And high organic matter also having high water holding capacity. When organic matter is more, water holding capacity is also more. So this is about first soil moisture constant, that is the maximum water holding capacity. Next soil moisture constant is field capacity. Field capacity. In Marathi it is called as Wapsa condition. Wapsa condition. Wapsa means field capacity, means when you can carry out all the operations like weeding, hoeing, fertilization, spraying of insecticides, spraying of any kind of chemicals. So when you can walk on the soil easily, that is called as field capacity. So after irrigation, when you walk on the soil without touching, without adhering soil on your feet, that condition is field capacity. So field capacity, again we have to define in a similar way with the same statement: percent moisture expressed on Owen dry basis. We are expressing percent moisture on Owen dry basis when the soil is saturated. When the soil is saturated, there is water in the soil, that is called as saturation. The soil is saturated and downward movement of water is practically ceased or stopped. And downward movement of water is practically ceased or stopped. Means when the water is not going down and when the water is held by the soil particles, that water is called as field capacity water. Or we can say this is also equal to capillary water. But capillary water is not soil moisture constant. Field capacity is constant, because we are taking the soil and we are drying in the oven, and then we are determining the percent moisture. So percent moisture expressed on oven dry basis when the soil is saturated and downward movement of water is practically ceased or stopped, that water is called as field capacity water. So this condition we can observe after 3 days or 4 days after irrigation. And maximum water holding capacity we can find on first day of irrigation, and field capacity we can observe on second day or third day of irrigation or fourth day of irrigation, also depending on soil type. This water is held at 0.1 to 0.33 atmosphere. This is very important. Held at 0.01 to 0.33 atmosphere. Very negligible pressure, just more than 0. In MWHC, the pressure is 0, but at field capacity 0.1 to 0.33 atmosphere. This condition appears after 48 to 72 hours. So 2 to 3 days, I already mentioned. 2 to 3 days we can observe this condition in the soil, and that time we can say that 100% water is available to the plants. 100% water is available to the plants. Why? Because we have got air as well as water, and whatever the water present in the soil or moisture present in the soil can be easily absorbed by the roots, and therefore 100% water present in the soil is available to the plants. And therefore This is called as upper limit of available water. Upper limit of available water, 100% water is available, that is uppermost limit of available water. And sandy soil reaches field capacity earlier than the clay soil. Sandy soil reaches field capacity earlier than the clay soil. Clay soil requires 3 days or 4 days, but sandy soil require 1 day or even sometimes 2 days. So within 1 or 2 days, sandy soil comes at field capacity. Because of greater particle size, air can enter easily in the soil, and therefore sandy soil comes earlier at field capacity, and clay soil require more time to come at field capacity. So this is a second soil moisture constant, that is a field capacity. Next soil moisture constant is moisture equivalent. So there is no practical significance for this soil moisture constant. This is done in laboratory only. So definition is percent moisture expressed on oven dry basis held by 50 gram of air dry soil. So moisture held by 50 gram of air dry soil. So take a air dry soil 50 gram, and whatever the moisture held by that air dry soil, and when subjected to 1000 times the gravitational force in a centrifuge. So we have to apply 1000 times gravitational force. 1000 times gravitational force in a centrifuge. A centrifuge means centrifugal machine that we sometimes use for in milk processing lab also. So in that centrifugal machine we apply 1000 times gravitational force with a 50 gram of air dry soil, and whatever the moisture present that time is called as moisture equivalent. Okay, and the time is 30 minutes. The time is 30 minutes. And that time the pressure is approximately 1 bar, 1 atmosphere. The pressure is 1 atmosphere. This is called as moisture equivalent, ME. Percent moisture expressed on oven dry basis when 50 gram soil is subjected to 1000 times gravitational force in centrifuge for 30 minutes, and that time the pressure is 1 atmosphere. Next soil moisture constant is PWP, permanent wilting point. Permanent wilting point, PWP. Now what is meaning of wilting point? Wilting, when wilting can happen, or what are the wilting symptoms? Wilting symptoms is like folding of leaves, wrinkling of leaves, folding, wrinkling, okay, or sometimes yellowing of leaves. These are, we can say, wilting symptoms. And when these wilting symptoms can be observed, these wilting symptoms can be observed in the soil when there is a insufficient moisture. So roots cannot extract moisture, and when the roots cannot extract moisture, leaves can fold, leaves can drop. And when the leaves drop, when they fold, that means there is a lack of moisture present in the soil. That is, we can say, wilting symptoms. Now permanent wilting means what? Permanent wilting means the moisture from the soil is not enough, and the moisture from atmosphere is also not enough to survive the plant. Now which moisture present in the atmosphere? In the atmosphere we have water vapor. That is a moisture present in the atmosphere, and this water vapor can be utilized by the leaves sometimes. So when the moisture from the roots are not enough, the leaves can take moisture from the atmosphere. If there is a humidity, 90% humidity, 95% humidity, then there is a moisture present in the atmosphere, and that moisture can be utilized by the plants. So when the plant is not able to survive by soil moisture as well as by atmospheric moisture, that point we can say permanent wilting point. That point is a permanent wilting point. So plant is showing wilting symptoms permanently, and it is not able to survive by soil moisture, also by atmospheric moisture. And this we can demonstrate in a laboratory. In a laboratory we can demonstrate that. So we have to do experiment by using sunflower plant. So take a sunflower plant, and there is a procedure for that, and we will see in one of our class how to determine the permanent wilting point. But the definition is based on that whole experiment. Okay, so what is the definition? Percent moisture expressed on Owen dry basis. That is our statement. We are using the same statement for all the soil moisture constants. Percent moisture expressed on Owen dry basis when nearly all plant wilt and don't recover under dark humid chamber. Do not recover under dark humid chamber unless water is supplied from outside source. So we are creating dark humid chamber, and the water is not surviving in dark humid chamber unless you supplied the water from outside source. So the plant is showing wilting symptoms in dark humid chamber, and when the wilting symptoms are shown by the plant, they can dry, they can show yellowing symptoms, and it cannot recover unless you supply water externally. That point is called as permanent wilting point of the soil. And that time the water is held at 15 atmosphere, and this is called as lowermost limit of available soil moisture. Lowermost limit of available soil moisture. Field capacity is uppermost limit, and permanent wilting point is lowermost limit of available soil moisture, and that time 0% moisture is available. 0% moisture is available. Field capacity 100% moisture is available, permanent wilting point 0% moisture is available, and further extraction is not possible after PWP. Further extraction is not possible after permanent wilting point. So this is a PWP. Next is so you can see the same figure, saturation. This is a maximum water holding capacity, MWHC. This is a field capacity, air packets are there, water molecule as well as air is there. MWHC, there is no air, only water is there. Permanent wilting point, no water, there is only air, and therefore plant is showing wilting symptoms. So this is a saturation, field capacity and permanent wilting point diagrams. Next is hygroscopic coefficient. Here as per our definition, percent moisture expressed on Owen dry basis. Maximum quantity of water absorbed by Owen dry soil in a saturated environment. Maximum water absorbed by Owen dry soil. We have to dry the soil in Owen, and when after drying the soil, whatever the moisture is held by that soil at saturated environment, that is a 99% humidity and 25 degrees Celsius temperature. So in these two conditions, whatever the water is held by Owen dry soil, that is called as hygroscopic coefficient. And that time water is present, but that is not in a moisture form, but the water is present in a vapor form. Here the water is present in a vapor form, and which is not available to the plants because it is present in vapor form, and it is held by at 31 atmosphere. It is held at 31 atmosphere. Okay. So we will continue this part in next lecture. Thank you.